Hi, I'm Rebekka and I am your instructor today. This is a yoga series for people with Parkinson's, and today in this video I'm just sharing a little bit about yoga. So whether you know something about it or you're coming at it brand new, I want you to have a deeper understanding around what it is, what it actually means to do yoga, and give you a little bit of foundation for what's in the videos to come. So yoga, as you may know, is thousands of years old. It's been around for a very long time. And as it made its way into the West not too long ago, a lot of folks know yoga as this way to move the body. But the actual word yoga means to connect. It's all about connection. So whether you think of yoga as being a way to connect your body with your breath, or a lot of times you'll hear mind, body, and soul referred to in a yoga practice, it's all connection, connecting with your life, connecting with the ways that you engage in your life. But in this series, we are doing a lot with the body and the breath. So thinking of connecting your body with your breath, and for the sake of greater expansion, whether it's to ease parts of the body specifically, or just to bring a deeper sense of calm to your nervous system, to energize, there are all different reasons that people practice yoga. And within yoga, there's this image of a big tree that I often like to share as an example of what yoga is. And if you picture a big tree, your favorite type of tree, it's got this hardy trunk and then 8 branches. So within all of these 8 branches, one branch is all about the way you move your body, the postures of yoga. Another branch, all on its own, is about the breath, all about the breath. So think of that. So breathing and doing the yoga poses, they're equals. So the reminder here is that as long as you're breathing, you're doing the yoga. Now the other limbs of yoga include things like interacting with yourself, like morals and values in a way, and meditation, ways to concentrate and open the mind, and then even find deeper release. So you'll experience all of these things in every single yoga practice, but you may not even notice it. It's kind of like when you grab a cat by the tail, you get the whole cat. So within yoga, even if you come to your yoga mat or your chair just to experience a little shoulder stretch, you're probably going to experience all these other parts. More on that another time. So when you think about what else is yoga, there are a lot of other definitions that I like to share. So yoga is connection, yes, connection of breath and body, moving, stretching, breathing all at once, connecting yourself within yourself of mind, body, soul. But there are also some other definitions I like yoga is self-exploration. Self-exploration. And if you think of any time you've done anything and you've learned something about yourself, maybe that was the actual intention of the thing that you did, or maybe it is something like this. If you're coming at this brand new, maybe there is a party that just wants to learn a little bit more about your body, about yoga, but also what's going on internally within you. So yoga is the exploration of the self. Another way that I like to describe yoga is the consequences of dealing with oneself. So you might find that throughout these exercises or these moments on your mat, maybe you get a little frustrated, or maybe you hear a little voice in your head that you haven't heard in a while, and all these things start to come to the surface, I find. And yoga is dealing with those things in a skillful way. So yoga provides us with a lot of different tools, including breath work and posture work, but also ways to bring up these parts of us and listen to all of our layers and our voices and just the different dimensions that we are. We're not just this body. We're not just this mind. We're not just this breath. We have all these things. So how can we live with them more integrated and ultimately help us live more fully in our bodies, minds, spirits, and lives? And within yoga, I mentioned a little bit about breathing, and we'll go more into that here in another video. But right now, just notice how you're breathing starting out. Are you breathing more through your nose, your mouth? Can you feel the breath move lower in the lungs? So if you recall, yoga can just be breathing. Some days you might set up to do the yoga and you find yourself just wanting to sit and breathe and be still. That's still the yoga. And compared with other forms of exercise, if you want to think of yoga as a way to move the body, my hope is that you do notice your breath and other forms of movement, but yoga really adds an emphasis to that. The breath is something that comes in with us the moment we're born and is with us our whole life. And so how can we incorporate that for, again, just an even more full experience when we move our bodies? So as we start out into this whole series, think to yourself, what brought you to this series? Did you think it was just about your body? And it's okay if so. But as we go into the next videos, some are moving, some are not, can you also feel how this is more than just physical? It's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. It can bring you all sorts of things, really whatever it is you desire. And I'd like to remind you that yoga is referred to as a practice. So also, just think for a moment of practice. What else have you practiced in your life? Why might we call yoga a practice? Well, it means that it's ongoing, that there's always room to change, and some days you might show up and what you did the other day just isn't happening, whether it's in your body or your mind, your breath. Every day is different, change is constant. So just feeling into how it is always a practice, and if there are the days or the workouts or the mat time where you feel a little stuck or different or like you're going backwards, can you just embrace the fact that it is what it is, and as we keep practicing, we keep growing and evolving, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like we're moving forward. As long as we're still moving, I think that's the bigger idea. So I hope you enjoyed the series. I'll see you in the next video, and you'll hear the word namaste within yoga. So by bringing the hands to meet at your heart, this gesture that means so much, but it definitely shows this honoring, and the word namaste meaning that the light in me sees and honors that light in you. So namaste to you, and I'll see you in the next video.